The Knicks offseason trade targets have been revealed, and I'm very happy to give you all of these trade targets today. I can't lie, I saw the list from ESPN. Man, there are some favorites of mine on there, so I'll give you that. But more importantly, something I want to define today, best fit versus best player. We've been talking about this, I feel like maybe for the entire season. What type of player do we need? The top superstar level players? Is a Giannis level player going to come here and change everything, make us a championship level team? Or if we go after the best fit, does fit matter more? But without further ado, I know you guys have been waiting. We've been talking about this ESPN list. They released the list, the Knicks' top trade targets for the offseason. Who's part of that list? Who made it on that list? Well, let's break it down. According to ESPN New York, these are the top trade targets for the Knicks. We got Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid. Oh, God. Paul George. And then Donovan Mitchell closes out the list. So basically, those are your top six. If Durant is traded, you want him? Because if you trade assets for him, is he going to get unhappy again, disgruntled again, and go away? And if he goes away, what are we doing? What's happening? This is the point. You can't trade for a Durant. How many years Durant's going to give you? Look at his age. He's a great fit, by the way. But look at his age. How many years of good health and good play is he going to give you? Under head coach Tom Thibodeau. We have to consider all of these things when we're trading for somebody. This is going to go back to the thing we're going to talk about later, best fit and best player, because there's a major difference when we're talking about it. We had an article that came out, I believe it was a week or two ago. This came from theheavy.com, where an NBA executive said that the Knicks are a prime candidate for a blockbuster trade to add Kevin Durant. For me, again, fit versus player. Is Kevin Durant the right fit? Absolutely. Skill set wise, he is. Shooting wise, he is. Threat. He draws attention everywhere and can score from anywhere. No knock or shade to KD. But the problem is, you don't only trade for that, right? When you trade for KD, you also get a lot of the baggage as well, too. And you get the uncertainty of, will he stay or will he go? And then if you trade assets and he leaves, and then you have to get more assets for him when he leaves. You're never going to get the assets back, by the way. You're never going to recoup assets for Kevin Durant. Look at the Brooklyn Nets. Look at where they are. They traded KD, their best player. They got back Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. Look at where their outlook is right now. They have no direction. They're directionless. You think any other team want to sign up for that? I don't want to do that. I love Kevin Durant's fit. I just don't like the baggage. I don't like what he would mean for this team in terms of how the fans would look at him or treat him, how the teammates or the locker room would treat him, how he would fit under Tom Thibodeau. There's so many question marks for KD. I'm good on that. And honestly, he's not realistic, like we said, because the Suns are not trading him. So right now, not realistic. And I'm very thankful for that, because if he was realistic, maybe Leon would at least entertain it, right? He'd pick up the phone at least. KD, that level of superstar, you pick up the phone and you at least have a conversation about him. Ben's here. He says Kevin Durant is unbelievable, but it will mess up the chemistry in terms of what we have. That's exactly what I said, Ben. It will mess up the chemistry. KD is a great prospect. Don't get me wrong. He fits, but he fits everywhere. I mean, he's a superstar. That type of shooting, that type of attention that he draws, the way he can command wherever he is on the court, he fits everywhere. Of course he fits with the Knicks, but not only chemistry concerns, it's locker room concerns, it's the baggage concerns. How many good years of KD are we going to get? Likely that trade cost you Randle as well. And some people will say that's okay. Randle is not as good as KD. That's true, but Randle fits better here than KD does. That's my opinion. But in your opinion, you tell me, who's the better fit for Tom Thibodeau, or at least under Tom Thibodeau with this current Knicks team? Is it KD or is it Julius Randle? Because I don't think that's talked about enough. I would agree with you. Player for player, in terms of talent, it's absolutely Durant. But at this stage of his career, where Randle is and where Durant is, who's the better fit on this team right now with Tom Thibodeau? Because I think it might be Randle, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. Let's see here. We have Troy coming back here. KD said he would snipe off ball. KD would snipe off ball. Absolutely would. The problem is, how are we getting him off ball if you trade Randle? He's going to be double or triple teamed alongside Jalen Brunson. And the same type of environment and lanes and opportunities that you get with Randle, you might get the same with KD. The only difference is KD in that three-point shot is so respected because he's an assassin that he would draw out the paint so much more. He would open up lanes. So definitely it would be different. But again, you have to talk about the baggage, guys, and what you get back. It's all about that. So we have to consider that. Let's keep going here. Brooklyn Own says, run it back. Keep the team. Everybody had each other's backs. You can see where the fight is in each other. You can call this place New York home. No one gave them a chance on their other teams, but New York did. Is he wrong? Is Brooklyn wrong? I don't think he is. But again, run it back for me does not mean bring everybody back. Run it back for me means bring the core back, but you make notable upgrades where we need to upgrade. Like you bring in some more bench help that Tom Thibodeau is going to play. Maybe you draft a rookie that we're actually going to play. Or you bring in a veteran that Tom Thibodeau likes that's going to see some playing time. Because some of the main things we need is a consistent backup for OG Anunoby. In my opinion, you draft that. You have 2 picks this year. You have to draft the wing with at least with one of them. So you draft OG Anunoby's backup, and then you go out in the trade market and you get the right fit to add to this team. And if you have to trade Mitchell Robinson, Bojan Bogdanovic, and some of these first-round picks to do so, you got to do it. It's fit right now. And if the right fit star is here, you trade for him. Mikal Bridges is made available, and Brooklyn says, you know what? I'll trade with the Knicks too. Leon is going to do everything to get that man on this team. There's a reason I mentioned Mikal, because he is one of the players on this list. I skipped them only because we were talking about Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, and unfortunately, they're a package deal. By the way, I am laughing right now. I have to go ahead and get to this comment. Sorry, guys. But it says Beezus. And he says in the comments, every time my wife hears your voice, now she yells, let's get started. That was hilarious. Great comment. Comment of the day. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to highlight that comment. If you guys have other funny comments like that or funny stories, leave them below. It's hilarious. Some people have DM'd me and said that sometimes they were watching my video late at night and they got some complaints from their neighbors because even though it's low, I'm still loud. Guys, I can't change that. First of all, I'm Guyanese. I'm Caribbean. Talking loud is normal for us. And then you're telling me to talk about the Knicks. I'm already passionate. I'm already hype. And I'm excited to talk about the team I love. Combine all of that, you get this. Loudness in the best form. It's raw, but it's also very important. If you enjoyed these clips from the live show, be sure to subscribe to the channel and have notifications turned on so you don't miss any new episodes or when we go live. Thanks for watching, Knicks fans, and until next time, peace.